In this video I wanted to delve further into the equipment that you need to produce videos for your business for YouTube or Facebook, the equipment that you need and how it can work for you, and what I use and why I chose to use that equipment. Now, nearly every mobile phone that is on the market now can produce video quality that is more than adequate for YouTube and certainly for Facebook, where the maximum output is 720p. Now, it's not the video that will let you down, it is the audio. People don't mind video that's not brilliant quality, even though mobile video quality is pretty good. It is the audio that turns people off. If you have bad quality audio, people will switch off immediately. But you don't need to spend a fortune on equipment to have good audio. But if you are remotely serious about your videos, then the first thing that you need to focus on is audio. In this setup where I'm in my office, I have a Rode Video Mic Go on top of my camera. They're about 40 or 50 pounds. Rode makes some of the best microphones in the world. It runs from the camera. It doesn't require a battery like the Video Mic Pro, but for what I'm doing now, you certainly don't need the Video Mic Pro. The Video Mic Go or the later released Video Micro, which comes with this dead cat, that is also a very good mic. In fact, there are ways that this is actually better than the Video Mic Go, because this has better noise rejection from the sides. So when you are out and about, if there's noise to the side, this cuts out more of it and just picks up from the front than the Video Mic Go. But both of them very, very good mics. If you're using a smaller camera, this is probably better than the Video Mic Go, which is about that length. Definitely worth investing money in these mics. In situations where you're more than 2 or 3 feet away from the mic, if it's a shotgun mic, then they're not very good, because they're designed to pick up directly in front of camera up to a range of about 2-3 feet. After that, it deteriorates very, very quickly. Then you need to look at wireless mics. Two most popular choices are the Rode Wireless Go and the Saramonic Blink 500. The Rode Wireless Go, fantastic. They have released a later version now, which I'll explain in a moment. The reason I went for the Saramonic is because the first versions of each, on the Rode Video Mic Go, you could only connect one transmitter to one receiver. So if I'm out and about and I want audio from 2 people, myself and a guest, I couldn't do that with the Rode Video Mic Go. But with the Saramonic, you have a receiver on the camera and you have 2 transmitters. They have a built-in microphone and they have an input for a lavalier mic, and that's another thing. For the same price as the Rode Wireless Go, I could get 2 transmitters and 2 lavalier mics. The Rode lavalier mics are about £60 each on top, and that's just for 1 transmitter. So with these, in my little bag like this, I can have 2 transmitters, 1 receiver. I've got my lav mics with me and the connector for the phone or camera. Job done. Remember that to connect microphone to your phone, you need a TRRS to TRRS lead. The one that goes into your camera has 3 rings. The one that goes into your phone has 4 rings. I think it's the Rode SC7 or SC, I think it's the SC7. Anyway, Rode make one. They vary between £8 and about £14, depending where you buy it from. So you do need to have one of each, so that you have a choice of being able to connect your microphones to your phone or to your camera. But that leads us on to another issue. If you're using a phone on a gimbal when you're out and about and you want to connect this transmitter, this receiver, to your phone, obviously you can't do that on the gimbal because it will knock it out of balance. So what you then have to do is strap the receiver onto the handle of the gimbal. Then you've got the wire going from the receiver into your phone, and that catches if you move the phone. So what really swung it in favour of the Saramonic is this. This is the Saramonic Blink 500 UC. that's USB-C. They do make one for Apple as well. They're about £120, but they are worth their weight in gold. You literally plug it into the bottom of your phone. It doesn't require charging, it runs from the phone. You pair the transmitters to this. It weighs nothing, so when it's on a gimbal it doesn't affect the balancing or anything at all. You don't have any wires coming off it, and suddenly you have stabilized video with high quality audio going direct into your phone from up to 2 separate people. Or in my case, I actually bought the Rode presenter microphone. It is designed for the smaller Rode wireless Go, but you can clip one of these to it as well, and then you've got one microphone on you and one microphone for whoever you're interviewing. Doesn't cost a lot, but it's absolutely fantastic. The difference between the first model of the Saramonic and the one that they've released now, which is absolutely brilliant, is that the first model, the one that I have, merges both channels, both transmitters into one channel. So if you have a guest who's particularly loud or can't really be heard, there's nothing that you can do to change that. The newer one records each transmitter to a separate channel. So if you have a guest that's either too loud or not loud enough, you can adjust it on your computer with your audio editing software. The problem is, when you're making videos on a regular basis, and let's face it, these videos are not intended to be professional productions, is that when you have audio strictly to 2 different channels, you have to then merge them into one channel before you upload your video. Otherwise, you run the risk that people listening on certain devices might hear one channel and not hear the other channel. And for me, that adds an extra step to your process when you're making videos on a regular basis that you don't really need. Another beautiful idea on the latest Saramonic, they come in a charging case that is actually a power bank as well. So as soon as you put everything in the case, it charges up and from the case, and you need only charge the case up every now and then. One lead goes into the case, charges everything, as opposed to one separate lead going into each transmitter and receiver. That is also a very good thing. Rode now, the Wireless Go, the version 2, also has the ability for 2 transmitters into one receiver, so that's definitely worth looking at if you are more serious about your video. But for what I need, for my purposes, this is absolutely perfect. There's only one caveat, and that is that when you pair the transmitter to this receiver, when you then want to use it onto the camera, you then have to pair them again. But that's not really a difficult job to pair it. You use a pin which you normally use to remove the SIM card from your phone. You literally just press the button on the bottom and it pairs. But it would have been nice if they could pair and stay connected to both, but unfortunately they don't. This is something they don't tell you, and you only find out after you've bought it, unfortunately. So bear that in mind if you want to be out and about and you want to switch from taking video on your phone to your camera. You will have to pair the transmitters to the different receivers before you start using them. You need to make sure that they are paired, otherwise you could make a video and find you've suddenly got no audio. There's a lot of other details that I will go into in future videos that are relevant to us making videos for YouTube. The different cameras, the advantages and the disadvantages. And once you change from just looking at a camera individually per se, and what is called pixel peeping and the quality of the images and so on, which is really irrelevant nowadays because all cameras produce very, very good quality. When you start looking at them, rather than cameras, at equipment to fulfill a purpose, you'll begin to find that it's a very frustrating process, because you're looking for a camera that you want to use in this situation, and you want to be able to take the video direct from that camera to your PC, or control your camera from your PC. The Fujifilm, the Nikon V1, a lot of other cameras, they don't have that. The Fuji has an app on your phone where you can get live view, you can change the settings on your camera, you can start and stop record. Unfortunately, when you use the app, it will only record in 720p, not 1080. And you still have to take the card out of the camera, put it into your PC, download the video to your PC, and so on and so forth. There is some software, and unbelievably it's free. It's called Digital Camera Control, and it works with most Nikons and Canons, which is why I always use the Nikon when I'm making videos in my office, because with a lead that plugs from my camera into a USB socket on my PC, I can open the software, turn on live view on the camera, change all the settings, set the focus, do everything, start record. When I end the recording, it downloads the video directly to my chosen folder, and it's there ready for me to edit. That might not sound like it's a major thing, but actually when it's something that you're doing ongoing, to be able to start, record, stop, just turn to your PC and start editing, that's a big thing. And the easier the process is to get the video footage from your camera to your PC, ready to get it out, the more inclined you will be to make videos on a regular basis. Whereas if the process takes a lot of setting up and messing about, after a few weeks you'll find that you don't bother to make as many videos because it's just time consuming and it's a lot of messing about, and that's fatal, because the key to social media success is consistency, consistent videos. They don't need to be master productions. Just give people content that is of value, to some, not all, but offer content that is of value consistently, and you will then build up your brand as an individual and as a business. So I will go into it more and cover more equipment in future videos, and I'll see you in the next video.